There are no physical illnesses, only mental health issues. Dr. Prerna Kohli. We are a nation under the epidemic of stress. Let us understand its impact on our lives. Hi, I'm Chumki Bose and I'm a senior psychologist at Mindtribe. We are rising in numbers of anxiety, depression, obesity, eating disorders, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, sexual dysfunction, sleep disorders, osteoporosis, alcoholism, road rage, anger issues, PMS, headaches, and at the root of most of these psychological and physiological illnesses is stress. Most of us are getting treatments for the symptoms and visiting doctors instead of treating the root cause. What is stress and where does it come from? Throughout the day, you or someone you're close to uses the most common phrase after how are you? That is, I am stressed. What does it mean? Most of us find it as too much to be done in too little time. Or a person has overexerted himself and now has no emotional or physical reserves left. Stress is simply put the pressures that life put on you and how you see, believe, cope with these pressures. Stress produces a huge impact on the body. Webster's defines stress as an emotional, physical, or chemical factor that causes bodily or mental tension, maybe a factor in disease causation. Your body responses to stress involves more than 1,400 known physical and chemical reactions, which also involves 30 different hormones and neurotransmitters. Excessive release of stress hormones damages your cells, tissues, and organs. Major sources of stress are everywhere around you. Anything that takes away your joy and peace and eventually compromises your mental and physical health can be a source of stress. Stressors can be divided into major life stressors and daily life stressors. The top causes for each of these two categories are: major life stressors are chronic stressors, which include death of a family member, prolonged illness, divorce, poverty, and unhappiness in the workplace. Daily life stressors may include traffic jams, noise, paying bills, family tension, crowds, sleep disturbance, isolation, hunger, and danger. Perfectionists and people who follow the all work and no play rule often stress themselves to strive more and more with no real satisfaction and are most prone to stress. Your brain gauges if a situation is stressful for you or not. Any condition and situation can become stressful if you think it is. Many people who suffer from anger, depression, anxiety, guilt have habitual thought patterns that keeps them stuck into a stress producing mentality. There are some stressors that are under our control and some which are not under our control. And in between these two extremes are countless stressors that drown us. Albert Ellis, a well-known psychologist, says the best years of your life are those in which you decide that all your problems are your own and you stop blaming them on your environment, ecology, or the government. Then you realize that you control your own destiny. Own up to the stress that is under your control, and that is the biggest step towards reducing stress. We can alter our thought patterns, our perceptions, our behaviors so that we can float under stress like a surfer. If you can't handle stress, you have higher chances of disease. Hans Eysenck and colleagues studied long-term effect of stress at the University of London and saw that unmanaged emotional or mental stress was 6 times more predictive of cancer, heart disease than cigarette smoking and high cholesterol levels or elevated blood pressure. They obviously concluded that it is much easier to intervene at the stress stage than at the cancer or heart disease stage. According to Mayo Clinic study, psychological stress is the strongest predictor of future cardiac problem. People who cannot manage stress are at 40% higher death rate than those who are unstressed. In another study, a stress management training found the chances of heart diseases reduced by 75%. Not all stress is bad. Life would not be stimulating without stress. This is called eustress. Some stresses are a little difficult but exciting as well, like starting a new job, getting married, buying a new house. Finding the right amount of stress requires a lot of tuning. Too much of excessive and prolonged stress is only bad. Prolonged stress causes heart disease, eczema, gastrointestinal diseases, acne, psoriasis, depressed immune system, irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, ulceritis, rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune diseases, multiple sclerosis, urinary problems, impotence, infertility, prostatitis, urinary tract infections, yeast infection, imbalance of sex hormones, decreased sex drive and frequent urination, cold, flu, sinusitis, sore throat, bronchitis, chronic and recurring infections, pain, inflammatory conditions, carpal tunnel syndrome, migraine headaches, fibromyalgia, chronic back pain, chronic pain syndromes, allergies, memory loss. Chronic stress exposes the body to high levels of cortisol, which causes the brain cells to shrink in size. Long-standing stress can therefore lead to Alzheimer's disease. Stress causes anxiety disorders, depression, obsessive compulsive disorders, phobias, and is a factor in other psychiatric illnesses as well. Stress can emerge from any feeling of loss of control or no hope, like in a dead-end job or bad marriage. Stress is an after effect of a perceived or real danger in your environment, to which your body responds by getting into fight or flight, by increasing your heartbeat, blood pressure, dilating your pupils, and making your senses sharper. But this, when extended, is debilitating in every way. Everyone's perception of what is stressful to them is different. Do not wait or compare it with other people to seek help. Stress kills but can also be managed well if checked in time. Seek help. Thank you.